Abusamba di say maami odo Broni eye caveat a wode koye say at the end of the day wode kwa kwatie mu ewo LA a sabi eye maami akosia sewa ekokogye ye ewo appeal no de enti a ema court reject sade ni na eya de ba ko kire say court no etena se eye hwehwemu na ne hwehwemu no behu say eye odo Broni caveat na wode aba court wo no no eye ntoronko a kire mu pefe say odo Broni legally that the Lumba and Wareno. It will him say caveat and swaje at the tuma at the end of the day. No, no judge and Ankaranka Crampono. Ne Juma beti miabono, and I say, ne hube goofing, and winty, and a ma judge, no, a bo, a year caveat na, or Broni at the call, a year court, say, what they call Kutiemu, ewo, Elia, Mamma Kusia Sewa, a falle at the two appeal no sono. Timliga wife of Fabi Dinkomo, at the fancy, my members of the coming home, aqua진 chim, Shannon Aguso, ye black media.
And you're a lady.
Lemo mpacho usum Diana.
Lemo ole. Lemo
information power. Yeah.
Me dem nim say dey waka ho. Me nim so waka because onye small lawyers as the Muslim.
Yeah. And you're no
Mr. Munche letters of registration, what it mean? Try it, yeah.
Anyway, I came to ask about the well-being of Vital and Kobe. Now me see form. That's what I came to ask about.
Kobe, I come last question. When they between you, Lemo and watching.
Okay, what's that, please?
So my last question is, is it possible, say, Odo Broni caveat now file because want me unfair proof be a massive beer. To say the another more can say, mammy, or the proof of documents in the coin, be a one fact proof of documents. I'm a Chelsea beer, a Japadino on rainy Chelsea beer and who woman Tina. Keep your tibia or more accepting Nana.
Can we wait for the verdict, like the judgment, or memory? What's it? And sometimes, okay. I will take it on the face.
Although Broni caveats no one for way crampan bow reason why into the caveats neighbor
no reason Bianca. Reason Bianca. You see, this is where me personally I have issue with during the ruling. I come to you, say, Mawari, with a certificate. Say, my certificate Mawari, although man pass it through the appropriate channels and I was a fan. So what I said. But my timidity be a basse. I deal with nature say Mawari. Uni pebisuti baby say David Oboa Onwari ono yajano. Yina she anyway say Ansana our jaya ordinance and as a civil marriage everybody. There should be the issue of a divorce certificate. So what I say, and the onoxy or disprove women, he is disproving me by math.
Lemo, mommy, inflate the was advocate was it?
Okay.
Defending during that I think many of us know, and only be once you fall back to your lawyer. During that, they know say even if she was influencer, she did that within the discretion. What do I say? In the Ghanaian law, no, say foreign certificate be bar. I also go through certain process. Na woman like a backward court no be who said no document we has gone through the process and that a bit different from how Ghana apply laws in terms of marriage under ordinance any foreign law. The court no, it didn't have those features. Say it has been certified and authenticated. Until the judge no be really say it appears my document no and then
my brother Yabache. So a body or institute maintain a body like and I say a country like Germany with German embassy in Ghana. Our German embassy actually ɛde ato so aba abɛka kyerɛ sɛ adeɛ wei ɛyɛ ampa sei na ti unim de nti America sa mewɔ kurom ha ma menka ma wa me ware ɛwɔ kurom ha ho me ware wɔ kurom ha me lawyer no yɛ Broni lawyer no ka kyerɛ me straight sɛ ansa na marriage documents na me de free Ghana aba ɔbɛgye ato mu no ti sɛ me de documents ni kɔ Ghana embassy utie me de kɔ Ghana embassy na Ghana embassy certify me him say ampa sɛ adeɛ no ɛyɛ genuine so atase o ɛyɛ sanity o this time around no so ɔmo so de adeɛ na kɔ German embassy because ɔmo nim sɛ adeɛ no free Germany never have for me they know me say
yes no Ghana laws in terms of admitting documents no it different from how Germany admitted documents. What I say into all the say if you want to prove a foreign law go through the process. I just say all the documents be back now party now only like a court no one objected to document now they ban they are judge
knowing very well
in this case
we are objected to you temper or you sacrifice justice for what do I or this term the term to use it's a procedure. You sacrifice justice for procedure.
The procedure is also law. The entire man lawyers here different procedure. Adibia no oh you're right, but procedure you might lose it. And no nama in this case no. What did I say? So if we had adequate time to prepare for the court, the situation would have been different. Anyway, we have done our homework.
When the procedure come in, I me I'm a lawyer because I don't know if I should say maybe it was I don't want to
just a rush.
No, anything I need because Ghana, this same Ghana law now evidence act now baby a mirror few weeks in Athens could 2 year during the code 2 year could 2 I think it's A B but C could see hormona and also state clear and also state say any kind of sacrifice justice.
No, and no, yes, Supreme Court ruling being normally by say they shouldn't sacrifice justice on the letter of technicalities. But then here's the case, judge, discretion doesn't mean on you into or pa no beje or pa onji. The ebema am I binding or judge and so say who do documents aba only discretion be answer the judge.
And as I say, the say no.
Is it why the Otokoko?
And if be cry and a lawyer and I was uncle stay proceedings during that year. If you look at it technically, on your view. The discretion why this question.
Internal lawyer could see Bemuno say
why is the discretion within the law? But
as much as lawyer.
That's why buy more time.
At a point, or could stay proceedings, no and documents, right? Then we resume the court proceedings.
And that's how we buy more time. Oh.
Yes. And during that 8 minutes, you know, right? Or extended or limited time not bad trial.
That's why
we need to write
that's why
does it make it more?
We have a case for appeal because
we have a case when we're able to show that indeed we made an attempt to the German embassy to authenticate the documents within that short time frame.
Yeah, for sure. I mean that one, yeah. So because during the use discretion, a judge also can say, okay, that was based on discretion, wasn't based on law. So okay, now I have my thing.
Say or say because the document is not properly placed before the court, no,
Yes.
as Ghanaian law.
Yes.
And in Ghanaian law, no, so Bani Bema Wari under ordinance, they sign. And I'll show on the document now, oh, who that Lumba picture or a signature, and whom I many picture, the one who say, yes, Mr. Susu and so, and I sign it. And other translated copies, and there was nobody there to speak to the document.
And the same law on the third section, you say
section 161, subsection 3, and talking about discretion.
Yeah, discretion
doesn't mean say onju di ntumo. That's what you have to understand.
I understand, but say, were you able to prove something or no discretion she could have said, okay, maybe for German embassy as a law, it's not a law, Ghanaian law, but they are a reputable organization as a foreign almost have see it means it's a German government. So with the BBC now say what discretion on based on your discretion. Me say the yaba pictures aba. Na me mo court me ya ware.
Me the video
aka ho. Me say the aba say me ma try say me koje wo Germany. This is it. But then with discretion one thing with discretion they said there be
any discretion the internet discretion discretion or exercise
I'm just saying sir she hasn't committed any law offense. Oh judge you said no case will be committed but the discretion now appeals court will also say okay you could have done this. You get what I mean? I'm not saying so.
Yeah. You are going like on the moral point, say like only documents, but also be mindful.
But she brought overwhelming evidence. That's what Kobe's trying to say.
Judge didn't receive flags with some pictures now they buy and say in the world of AI, people to me the BBI so there.
Bullshit.
And he said,
is she an expert?
Well, that's it.
He's not an expert on photos, so you can challenge that. Say
judge no any room to be compromised there. Oh, yeah, lawyer na man kwan say on question discretion side. Now on exercising discretion. But senka one session 1 and 2 no. Any your for failure ya.
Yes.
Only bibia so obey yourself. Obey
Oh, send your courts there. Civil cases, a lot, it's not always based on law. So civil cases.
What do you mean by that?
Civil cases are not. Civil cases are not always on law. Let me tell you one thing.
Give me an example.
O.J. Simpson was acquitted.
Yes.
On criminal charges. But of course, civil case, yes, only he is corporate of a scammer.
So you're saying it's not criminally offensive.
What does that mean? Criminally offensive.
So civil cases, that means it doesn't warrant an arrest.
Oh no. Yeah. Civil cases.
So basically, because what you said, I was confused.
No. I'm just trying to say, it's civil cases. The burden of proof,
yes, it's the plaintiff.
It's very low. So let's say it's a criminal. No, it has to be a reasonable doubt before you can charge someone on a criminal. Civil case is just 51%.
I know that.
She said, "May the idea ban na miss where we are mad in civil case." But minyanche or pass or but matimi can no be abubuma. A judge can say it's a discretion no matter what. To be to happen point is what. And I question me what.
And only a preponderance of like.
Yeah, and that's why I'm saying, sir.
It's maybe more like it's more likely than not to be true. Like that's what the right term is.
Preponderance of probability.
Probabilities, yeah. Appear in
yeah, sure. For sure. The fact that it's Ghana, it's +233. I always side eye the picture you see. I'm always side eye.
Kobe.
Yes, but say, I think say try and see when you had the will so request you na. Obekasa.
Already
for
now.
now.
Okay,
One
already.
Api ni afali ampa na say.
Already.
Obekasa yo, Obekasa.
Okay.
similar.
Copy ending.
No, me kasa say o nkasa.
Already.
Drop me no call.
Judgment.
Whether you put the judge on the safer side or with all technicalities, my brother, see to me every appointee, I'm a justice. Anything can happen.
You're pushing the manager point, you know, and now
The appointee to me, I'm
they're
a
not
justice.
share discretion.
Flawless, more
Percy and
justice.
Kobe, I have a question after.
So you just let the person come up and don't worry, I'll come back later.
No, man, I can't pick the person. I was just saying. Yeah, you couldn't be to my picture.
I have a question. Kobe, you are a moderator.
I'm a moderator.
I see it right here. You're a moderator, Kobe.
Now you say me to me phobia.
Then you might be restricted, but you're a moderator.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Any of my moderators
moderators are Oh, there be more say your friend say.
Don't worry.
Api no.
They are
And then last
delusional.
day.
I'm saying they're last day.
Don't worry, they are delusional.
Ochana last day.
I mean, I know said that Api was fired right after the meeting.
What was filed was notice of appeal. What you say? Notice of
Percy and
appeal.
Kobe and Lamo. The Kofidia, Judge Kofidia, right? The case, the 2 billion case or $200,000 case, all right? That the verdict or the summary or whatever has not been filed or uploaded. No, what are the repercussions?
The repercussion is was a family now already accept the court. You know. They have to go to these people. Or more in charge of either say they write to the Chief Justice. So one share judge and on for a number. So I say.
I think so called the law platform where you get those things if you want.
Oh, any
Yes.
The law platform. What say it's not been uploaded? What do you mean?
Once then I was able to get a hold of all the
other one,
the verdicts, the
judgment in the mind.
the proceedings
no, the
and
judgment
everything.
has to be out. But any law platform, but
That's what makes me side eye.
They can go to the court. Also apply to the court.
Go to the court and take it.
I believe say yes, but so a court, but anyhow. No, it's not that.
Possible because we near man and a wife, no. That case, that was by, no. It was it was delayed. Written judgment was delayed. Into appeal period, no, there was no window for her to appeal. No notice of appeal. Like written judgment, no, it's not difficult kakra. So Ghana there, anything can happen.
Then only sana.
It's what you say, Ghana. Hey.
Ghana pass. Independent ma appeal within the stipulated time. Na just say. A basha or no, the question, no.
You lose your right to appeal.
Oh, but you can send a Uber call. You can challenge it. If there is no judgment, how do I have far for appeal?
The question is, release na Baba Jamal for more release, you know, and second verdict number no. And go for my for na echo.
Look, Baba Jama, I think for maybe who is able to afford or match it. Or match it. By this time, no, there wasn't commercial Baba Jama. Because a lot of
we're doing the same people by Lumba will build the honor. You never cast everyone.
A lot of misrepresentations are ultimately and so I say, I was a family no pursue because Lumba say Lumba lawyers for family And I always ask myself, who are the Fusu families? Is it Lumba's father side or Lumba's mother side or the Lumba's nuclear family? And you classify them as Fusu family. And that is my question. My name said they make a mutamasia. For you to come out and say we are Fusu family, and then the next time you represent the corner family or the Pakoso in Suta family. So which is which? And you was by this time, no, and Kabushia Fono, I see you, and so we see you more. And non many say confusion, baby, because information confusion the Bama. And no, mono so at the bay, since so pregals so.
I think say Team Liga for what you guys should do in say. Now with this LA Lumba Ecosi Niadi. Once a lawyer party through their release, say as last lawyers of Daddy Lumba before his demise, we have in our custody some instructions from the late Daddy Lumba.
Those instructions
which serve as a guide to the family as to how he wants his funeral burial as to be conducted, as well as distribution of his estate. Now, through letters of administration, Mama finally in any reasonable mind, if indeed there exists a will, the response to the caveat and affidavit of interest will be that Lumba will, so they should move to the probate. They didn't do that. Their caveat, there was no any reasonable grounds be as yes,
my brother. Me personally, I believe the Lumba had a will, but Omuridi will no say and machine. Personally, that is my personal belief. Personally, sign a medium minimum.
It could be true.
Say Lumba had a will.
Kwasi, dear neighbor.
Oh, sir, we're waiting instructions from like.
I will. Lumba never. By Tana.
The day I stopped losing trust in Baba Jamal consult here, UTV. Come on. Omobusa Abusha me say, let it be a Kosua or someone who here. Let the new fast. So Baba clarify. No? That's one of them who said they are just trying to do certain things in their own favor. Because how can you write a letter to somebody now
Muti Kobi Mutino. Mut Kobi. Mubisa say, na Lumba wo well Kurana. Oni odo Broni intimentrance in your willow with that your mamma sewa.
Oh, so bit my way for on any side, on any properties. And yet, you can do well for on any properties. Even so, when my will be together, crana, the shares are the woman. He can will that one out. So I say, it won't mean willing because him share when you ban an apple, to ban a shade, won't mean will, but on no share on a portion. You can weigh that one out.
Na then wakachre ebia was city say bia the rest of properties near ebi akosia sewadia
yeah obetima ka se bia me yiri akosia sewa enhwe chi na ontoto many mama so what is simple me the personal because Lumba the way na se kufi kura so ko wo Germany because yeah me wo baby am me wo brema half be me ben Odinbo
Odinbo
na champion na champion
me Odinbo na me die dru
okay
Odinbo me betra ho be 6 months
me see me wo brema half me but ye ne Odinbo okay say honum no Lumba motna ho
Lumba no betna na champion
yeah you see
so Odinbo the satam kra sama na mentim say na champion ja ne shows ne body ya
me call her check
no busho
yeah you see looking at the people omo ebeng omo a oni uti omo a omo ewo kroma ha no na oni maame no ohun mframa mfa omo ntem so there is no way even Lumba on any na concern krana there is no way say obeji obi edi apart from the area so
that I believe yes she might not love her as much as he used to, but Ojini di kwa chain like
Ojini babra. Hey, intenti me masel Lumba obeka se bia ono onim obi onim se obi oyare obi time free at any time no sim menya we this uncle we mono muchi more than chi Chrome phone, I don't know what.
Is it what are the money in the CFI who are junior? The CFI who are junior because they are some.
So, when your property, bit my way now, they are quite old in the aqua back. How do you have to back?
So uba abutra ase no ho obi wo kra bruni bi wo kra no nya ya otimi ye na wato poster yi no bi no dia tum bank kra no so no dia kotum ni sane man ntomoti ano dia koma apai na say dia kwata chi na bistedi kwa ino bo chesa mutimi no dia kuma omune wese ti kwene dia
Kwesi patrol honomo
hase
patrol in a not share carving ni Denise omo caveat there no mope
some don't identify some properties on person no administer what they say
omo identify properties or omo inumo
so Kofi, where have you been?
More person will take charge of it.
They
yes,
brought new properties to the mix, what's it?
Okay, there's no properties on my estate. My many things and my many granny two things a very good show. Mokromeka.
So more exposing you, man.
Am I exposing him?
I don't think
so. I'm so anymore, but not all functions.
Lawyer Kusi was not interested. I don't think the main goal was to go for the letters of administration. What they are saying, it was just to Ghana no. We say see now I'm faster and conform to Messi what they are saying.
Exactly.
So in a way, no my no my basa. In a way, no. I'm one who said there is no will there, and now no. Bitima lawyer bitima file for like those documents now or that you made like no me bia that number only was assessing now it will be like added together. What I say?
Yeah.
But if in the case one kwesa and we won't fetch there, bit my no be. Also mobile with a narrative which look like Fatimune you can say that Lumba instructions no, which was a lie.
That's what you have more reference or some be transfer. So Lumba a instruction said how the estate should be distributed. Meanwhile, I
don't think I was a model Namika.
They need to sue them for them to come and
almost sue them.
Yeah.
And I shall code the general legal counsel.
Deceiving the public. That's what we sue.
Yeah.
Intermeddling straight.
Intermeddling, yeah, for intermeddling.
You're dictating for a family, like even with Abusia Penny issue, these people will be saying stuff. Say like as if said they know more. The lawyer called Fati is telling us that they know Ashanti tradition more than Ashanti people. Can you believe that?
Now Babani issue for we see Abusia Penny Ashanti.
From day one. And I'm starting to say, we know, you anka almost started cotton, even letter na omode kwe so mami akosia se wa the letter baso bi jawari na obai no o demand we any senior man sa letter ni si na respond on ka ho no say baby na lawyers na desalete no eba out no esenki si womo.
Of course, on say I was easy. Mama in the formal lawyers no salete the formal lawyers no e wo copy. So what I say because information is just in the formal lawyers no e bo na money. Say Lumba the responsible. Intino
ena dietini se onse we mu koi no omo makoje letter no omo state omo se omo koje letter ni from former eho enti onko obi ehun hia o se ni former letter bi ana bi etesa osi omo busa se letter no fa no munye free enye correct ni we say. Then, one of these former lawyers near the
Sakufi. The mimicry from Grapevine say there was a response, and the response was
I read it. On Peace FM Reddit.
To deny allegations now, Mamina level against that Lumba, so I won't saying and it was all denied. What do I say? Now she can go ahead and divorce. What do I say? And if that Lumba deny or let anymore say like first of all on worry, secondly on more maternity night, yes on January. If needed anti action. It's just our so subsist. What do I say?
Information is so it's a Lumba no dia for the boy. Echo power
ya kwesi enuntina Daddy Lumba onse base ya na omankasa asset media eyino enuntina Daddy Lumba kotna we say
and the dust
we shows and the dust ke eyini so okoka say ma 5 5 na unya anko the 5 beka ho. What you say? Also, my 5, which is Kevin in Yanmone, friends say, Gaia or Canada, girl, which is 5. Mamia Sewa aware of them. But at the 5, no, don't become I didn't know for man count because Odomoka Hotia, and because the Kaka say, Omoe. And so same color, and so on so says same color 5 no more. O si minya na me de peka hono. Prince la matrena na wa wo and na satam no o check so no onye monta 4 2 beka ho 5. And no si onya ka o de beka ho.
Early more fight early see from the look of things and here and it might be people Kualano the take part because from the look of things and I'm here DNA.
Sanya DNA na bebe mu. Me Martin's cross almost say girl nko DNA no se bisa. Say if it is true dear.
Sir Kofi, I mean we start question. Obi a bit man sam, obi su ni man sana, obi tima aye. Edia my comment section. Dear brand no. Country where no cooperative no.
I think say Germany.
So open responser. DNA na so nkoye no. Or tache sa DL records no catalog no. Eka ni early no so person manage. And she has to go there and prove say or no with that Lumba ba. That is all no kwa DNA. So if obedo pay no dia obetuma escape DNA no.
So the catalogs no car no you know or the coin.
Yes. Some I am fan count. I am fan count letters of administration no. Because when you say or no ankasa no in Germany no omo incorporate deal brand no Germany. Into one fan count Ghana there no. So Ghana court intimi override German
yeah.
But person will challenge it from outside there. You have to prove so indeed papa any that Lumba no akoye with DNA and far so on gwasiaba busama
so no kwa no we koye na DNA kura provide that don't mean say you going to be the sole owner.
No.
And no crown on grant. They won't grant
German law no.
German ubiano or no how.
Ontimi mame no.
I don't know why. Excuse me to use this word. I said. Can maybe you should bastard child be also pray too much. I don't know.
Bastard child.
Kevin na yeah na say gay no mum.
Girl no there be a Calvin and friend one Canadian no. Girl no yeah no.
Because Calvin no. I think we are Calvin so they can't for because of the minting canon.
Kwesi Kevin or the Jama the Canadian one.
No, only the papa properties now mostly Ghana no. And I nay, what you say? Okay. And so it was well. I say when I know American, we will get to know a lot.
Then it's anyway mistake because German law say who are we a bear man who first a year weary and son oma oma. So what I say did so bad and son I been little on quasi the only about a phony be about no 26 or so. You know, my many tears any party any property biana on nino a year will chrome hand. There is no way do get a crown be a share a papa a so muye DNA no na oye but administering it in a different from getting a share.
Good
so,
point.
Yes, administering a property is different from being or getting a share or granting a share to that property. Okay, you beat me a do share amount. So I tell you, the share
if you cry no minimum D.
Just a good article.
Yeah, Juma.
Auntie, the cano, and say, second, secretary of
Me say, minimum dear say, no. One try Germany, and now I'm a Cusco, Anye, Osbildon, or Hanomono. Say, on no chance be was Sanya Manimutia. In the extent that, because in the extent that, we know in a yejuma. Oh, now, or that hospital no, and omi some here muja amano.
nti na ne ma two ewo fie, one girl one boy. Na ye kofa no eye dey hospital no ma nti within 1 week no ye dey yin ko ya na ye ma abofra no e bai. Na abofra no I don't know na is no 19 years. Oh, into 19 years no. 19 years no. No 20, I think say 22 years as a bisa. 22 years. Now 22 years no. Then guy ni be doing ni banu be doing no. Obi di Tuesday, Wednesday and you didn't call hospital ho. And na omo prepare no. And omo yes say omo Thursday no metri moja. Omo prepare ni twi moja no. Thursday no pa na papa ni wu. Nti na ni moja tre no akoye nti na visa wona nti ne pese ye boa na ye hwese abofra no betimi anya bia rent bi kakra bi sa ni we say komu no almost no so far as when he once was be na want to any dia and want to minyes she wone papa na she wone papa na want to minyes me dase Rame tra Germany anye bibiano minya sure say we know papa ni dimo anya de obetimi.
I have a question. So in regards to Charlene, right? Knowing that she was probably going to be the second buffer for the administration of the earlier properties, no, right? Why did she let them convince her? Like, because she knew and understand the LA more than anybody in the family can.
Yeah.
And now the niece is the one trying to get the position that she. Because me dream was like Charlene, na me ti boom right now, like
she was she was the right person. Aside with Nemadano. Nanka or my fight for Sadia. So but my dear, she say she has been deceived.
She has been deceived.
She has been deceived and betrayed. Sana mekano. And me say even going forward, and or back try so back cabane mamma, but back catch your mamma and say on your careful. On your careful. Because
say nuntina Kevin anyway no omantimi on it Dennis no mantimi invite na meka hono because some try can be aso sen komode ba kon de wo Canada no ne we munyina
they wo Canada nso kaso onye
but woman's kaso onye.
The thing is, it's too late for, because and I'm sure Calvin Dean, because no comment. I can't talk a lot here. How because Calvin.
Yeah, want to think
like on dream media perspectives, no, like a shape. So original one perception instead of share all the three angles, no original one angle and or they share the situation. Me person not share all angles, no, and then I will make it a decision. No?
Yes, so I say yes, so I must say and conform confusion a Roman father ne odo Broni ne akoye de se olinjo hwa man kwa maka chere se say o maami ensaka ele na o maami ai na dwen se Oma Odobroni ne maro. Obi chu ma frifri ntom komunya baby ntina ene ade. That is the speculation of people eka sana manfo kan.
Okay, but my thing is, so Omudane, so you say you get the you say God being so good by a stroke of genius luck, and they give you this Ellie as Calvin at the mouse. Is it why you can't even
they want to manipulate
Denise and Calvin? And me didn't know. Yeah, they will call. Yeah, but you do better. This is near your mom. I didn't bra social media. I didn't bra court of public opinion. You start to say, oh, yeah, Calvin Schindler. Then they will start meddling in your affairs, and before you realize, sensitive documents about Calvin will be out in the street. That's how I always perceive things. Like it can be this and can be that. I don't know why Calvin is not seeing that it can be this and that. Because that very person who loves you, who says loves you, your mother no omudin semba bonting. Which started this whole brouhaha. Because Obi and for intention to divorce Amba, there will be no size to pick. But the intention to divorce by the 17 years by the 10 years of poison by. And sana all the website started coming. So I sometimes I want as children to okay, you like this woman, she's been helpful, accept that, but what baby awujina no nkofo no mo twa ho ehia no.
But in another instance, on say nkofo na invite Kevin Denise ena omo church sa properties no mo Kevin no so mo mfenko. I don't think say these two for Kevin Denise no munim say ebia dan bi wa ha na asase bi wa ha. And as they are doing propaganda no, it helps a review near being so to the public say
say Krufi uni my dear say o man ka yamfa say Sanka Broni ne nkofo no money those properties no anka omo anka nkyere nkwara na no me emergency pay yamfa say the ma me de court na no na omo de ekoye yi no ma hide way na me kind of fracture say enka no kra be mo manya asem.
Okay, yeah.
Going forward, because unim ade na okoyen the home properties, to see where are the documents, properties, where are the documents, unless say utimi kokosisa documents, to in your name, so what I say. But ubi any Lumba in Ghana, ubi any mono. To say the Eleni Mama Amena now would need Kwasha change property be in your name or in anybody's name. Dear Nipani name say Lumba dear. So why share a bit of my trigger? So what I say, a need to know a advice and major lawyers let the man look the way I did any secret. Someone's bibia mameno or a slow poison. Say or get it to know the corner and here in United and nona intermeddling a bebem and only one after intermeddling a criminal a theft into a whole lot. And KBC and as you see, say mameno we are me many mamena almost they don't know say BSC a be a mameno or they search Lands Commission and I say property refi. So they are got to no more say be a person any property be a winning Nikunum Bedima Ombi Yamano. It be any kunu and why yes I didn't and they know say lawyer Kusi at Ghana into Bitimaya, Colinding Grove way, any lawyer, yeah, aha, or on Bitimaya Sadi, and so intino. So my man Colana status, Yamana, a behadjing. When him say Lumba, sa catalog na, or Moka Lumba catalog. Since Lumba, you know. Will be intimingo because my men never access to
that.
My men never access to. Last, let me tell you, guy, or see or Kakun say Lumba Wuyen for from the very day now, the Wuyena tell. I think say March Muhon Lumba Ghana, not where we say, music stream apps and so on that first or the second or not first or second third enti yes sika pale egu ho nyagro sika pale egu ho pa nyagro enti sa na ma nyina no se wa mfa nka na wo ye wa dwen se kwan bi su na wakoye na wakoye kana siti na de akoyi a ebedu baby wo de akona pese na okode intini a very good say or must teaching that mean the way how I see the woman as a good mother when she see and quarano
Debbie.
Ono baby and if you dream
never. You say Geno a brain was yahu and again cranny be did more. Again cranny be did more because mammy onye sisifo se na maame no so no o abadayo nti oge no anka wo dia ne se ka kura betimi ya biche nkwala na gu maame no so no mama me na hu say
and obi atregu has a Lumba brothers were registered in Germany by me akosia se wa 1991 anka
maame no anka babi nkwala no egu maame no so understand say obe prefer say nkwala ni nyina be ko school abrochire ha
yeah
na akrepo maame no nti wo dia oba na wokọ anasa oni ni nyina na te ha oni ni nyina na te ha na wakọ because maame no won twa Debbie say saa time no won twa Debbie say bia me kotra Ghana no ni nyina te ha no mo nti mo kọ oba nti maame no kra no maame no be fa say ne ba na say ni
advice na ye the man nti advice was not a forward thinking advice, it was a present thinking advice. Maybe ni maame ni nuanom ni Denise maame ni Gangaliers, maybe that's among catching all these options. Ain't na akoye sana one I want super so much nene kasai maybe obusapeli kasai because everybody has a vested interest. It's all these plans na share guno. I don't know. I don't fault her to a degree because they are also leeching off of her. The brother like this, Macarius like this. Everything that Broni has, the bush of only enjoy it. Cannot in terms of a Broni as a singular person, but on dinner sa.
Omahano, to be frank, Omahano, because end of the day, maame no second Japati, I feel not over patcho because many maame now. Junior men in an hour, my lady now say, oh,
they say
to be enough for them.
She say. Se ekobase maame no yemfa ne se during the ruling no mo de ye adwuma what the mammy bit my in terms of the properties now, and they say, or bet 50%, and no dear, one papa and a year. So I tell you, for 50% na 50% na afei na one or more beche. Afei no ne mano, do Broni ne ma, any Denise. And so any there I betcha. But se kobase ni appeal no or wenia. So wenia it means properties no ni nyina no e wono ne dia. Na yeah, it means properties ni nyina ye ono ne dia. Na I
feel like Mamino is very spiritual minded in a sense. Obeja manaka into Broni benyebi. What I perceive, what I perceive is Mamini insisio bia versus maybe Odo Broni no obesi syncro. You see where I'm coming from?
Odo Broni dear ono wajia that's one shake grand or the bema crowd best kumajiaka.
That one I can't endorse that, but I can endorse OBCC in Kolano because the way I see it going, almost side no more very fair. Not fair at all. And you know, Mama Kwesiasewa is the only best option.
Me the DLFM for la omujimina omono mpese omude mana no akacho.
Mama the beche odehwe. Mama the beche omina.
Ai. Mfriho.
Oh, onyesa mpu. I promise you onyesa. Because I see the poison at so 10 years. That she always draws back to that experience. Yeah, the poison to so 10 years. And you know, I'm not sure say she views life the same way we view life, because after all, the worst has happened to her. Accusation, aspersions has happened to her. So I don't think of viewing life in the same lens as Bami.
Yeah, Simon. And indeed, if you we are seeing Japadeno, Koyo, anti to me, be is a Lumba, pa, Maya, Lumba free. My father would be a musica. Say, Yensen, any massive.
Can you imagine?
My father, papa, no make an answer.
We are saying,
Miss Omunina, mountain brass on bed them,
Mimi Sana me hold.
Evidence be a being a PR keep website baby, no keep, a drew her, be on her. Only evidence be a man to quite time will come. Individual crime.
Hello, no question on. Okay, and me whom Kevin Denise caveat no, but when I stated say Denise and I the older, like the oldest among all the 11 kids.
So be at the website, remember.
But let me tell you, I don't know. Oh yes, sir. I'm so.
Be at the website, remember.
Yeah, I know, but me because I say Mosha like at then or mobile nessa. Is it because some person boy nene mama no have an issue and
Denise administrator.
Denise administer. So
Kevin don't peshe.
Sir Kevin Wajimi.
Boy pa. Hey.
Intino, mamma non so no, or yes, my meaning qualani in age. I'll bet my catch on saying and tissa. Because we'll be in himself. Oh,
Mimi show my interview or throw Musa. Say
Yeah,
Denise.
Calvin Trust no the oldest son, and Denise or Trust said Denise na the oldest siblings, like for all the 11. No. What I say? Instead say like Denise na the oldest female rather. That's why switch positions.
And what they will do is my men lawyers, what they will do is okay. Who now also pay you na you do call to her no ma obi am find the passport into so what I say obi am find the passport number and I know say by all means they will attach their passport to it. They will attach their passport to it. It is more attach or more passport na let's say my many few see be passport or the Mammy has you. So the Ghana pass and a buyer. Now, my meaning say Kevin the penina. My many bit Timmy. I'm an lawyer in the tea. And no crying.
Let me be making good suggestion. We say I won't know Ghana and Tibia the dad now are changing the bet a dada.
No, no, come back. Eno na nka mebeka no se ebia ye wo ne Ghana no ma me ne befa na akwa bruchiri no